How's it? Are you well? Is it to your advantage staying at either an Airbnb or rather a hotel during this COVID-19 pandemic? In other words, where is it more likely that you can be infected or infect others? Or when infected at any of these, where is it easier to detect who got infected? And lastly, you may want to know if you have been in close contact with an infected. Let's try and get answers to these questions. Hi, Johan here. Welcome. What a pleasure. I appreciate your interest. Without your support, this channel is absolutely meaningless. A zero. Stay in touch. Subscribe, hit the bell to get notifications of weekly videos and never miss an update. I'm one of the founding members of Agency.CapeHolidays.Info in Cape Town. Beautiful Cape Town! Our team of memory creators unhustle Airbnb management and unlock value for absent owners and hopefully hosts like you. To compare the COVID infection risks at Airbnb versus hotels, we should look at the places where social interaction takes place. Here is my list of 5 high-risk social interaction, call it concerns. First of all, guest entry and departure. 2. The number of people in the party or under one roof. How easy is it to identify the infected? How does the location impact on possible infections? What about room refresh and changes? Before I dig deeper, I must stress that hotels, guest houses, Airbnb, self-catering accommodation are all in the same nasty COVID boat. It doesn't give me pleasure to knock one so that the other can benefit. No, why? But how else do I show the pros and cons? I believe you have to compare so that you can choose. I am biased, but we'll try and be fair. I'll share the facts rather than my opinion. And you'll be the judge. Let me know in the comments area if you agree. Even if you disagree, tell me, I want to learn. At the end, I'll share my opinion on where I would rather stay. Let's consider arrivals and departures at hotels. You know what hotel receptions can look like. And I'm not talking about mom and pop hotels somewhere in the mountains where I would like to be. No, in most cases, you share the same lobby with others. You meet check-in staff and other guests. Yes. Hotels can and should limit the number of people at reception. Obviously. What about arrivals and departures at Airbnb, self-catering? During COVID, Airbnb hosts can give you the option to enter and exit without meeting anyone. Zero staff guest interaction. Only you and your small group access the accommodation with a key safe or a keyless tool. Then the number of people in the party. It is obviously a COVID concern. The larger the crowd, the higher the risk. Imagine the number of guests at hotels. In general, hotels are designed for 10 or many more guests, mingling between each other, staff, delivery people. Again, hotels will limit these numbers. On the other hand, at an Airbnb, 93% of all groups tend to be 4 or less. And obviously, the smaller the party, the less infection risk you have. But with 10 or less guests from a close-knit, hand-picked group of friends or family at an Airbnb, the infection can be easier contained and traced. Let's move on. How does the location impact possible COVID infections? As you know, most hotels tend to be in high density areas, whereas Airbnbs tend to be dispersed through less dense suburbia. One issue not addressed in a comparison is cleaning and disinfection between stays. Airbnb has developed an enhanced disinfection certification for hosts. See the link below for more information. For today, let's assume Airbnb hotels do both an exceptional disinfection job. But what about linen changes and room refresh while guests are staying? Social interaction. Pre-COVID, we all expect hosts to at least refresh our room daily. This will have to change. And concerned hotel guests may opt for no refresh. On the other hand, Airbnb guests don't really expect a refresh or linen change. They may even do the refresh themselves. And if an Airbnb guest stay longer than, say, 10 nights, guests could be given the option of clean linen left there before the arrival, as long as they do the beds themselves. Okay, over to you. I've done it. What does your gut tell you? If you had options, where will you choose to stay while the COVID is active? Do you think I've done a relatively fair comparison? Please leave a comment. My opinion is not important, but for what it's worth, I will share it with you at the end. Remember to like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe. But remember to ring the bell. You'll get notifications when I share a new video. Next week and the week thereafter, I will continue. Have fun. Be good. It always seems impossible until it's done. Who said it? Nelson Mandela, obviously. My opinion. I believe Airbnb or self-catering is like a ring fence. As a guest, I'm in full control of who has access to the accommodation. I choose my party members. I am in better control of social interaction. And no insider has access if I don't allow it. Does it not sound like a way to reduce social interaction? Johan Horak. Be good. See you next week. Right here. And have fun. Hey, hey, hey.